and welcome to my channel, AB Make It Artwork, where we do what we do to make that artwork for you. And this is log day 14 of the Sketchbook Slam Challenge in Inktober. Primarily on day 14 I focused more on Sketchbook Slam Challenge than really Inktober stuff. And I gotta admit, I was very tired. Not of drawing, just yesterday was a very tiring day, filled with errands and me being lazy. If you're new to this channel, new to this series, this is a series where I am tracking my days with the Sketchbook Slam Challenge in Inktober in 20-page increments. That way it is a lot easier and I don't have to make a video that's half an hour to an hour long. If you'd like to, you can hit subscribe and join the AB Creative crew, where a bunch of friendly folks all looking to do art things and make sketchy content. With that being said, let's get on with the tour. So most of the day was a concept day, or just working on roughs. And I was just really happy with playing with pencils. Like, Hulk colors was my thing. And I was working on several concepts, which I'll probably work on today to actually make a finalized Inktober piece. And these are plant plagues concepts for woods, Goretober, and cryptids. And I just like to combine them, and the prompts were creepy, stitched up, and witch. I decided it was going to be a fierce or fearsome witch. And I liked this posing and this kind of stitched up appearance. And so I decided to further draw into that idea of the stitched up witch, and I really like her. I like this concept page. It was fun using Hulk colors. I don't know what my obsession has been with this bright green and this purple. It's just been a thing I've been doing. Some magical stuff. This is actually sort of based off of a wand I do own and a oracle set that I have. This is based off of the Eye of Agamotto from Doctor Strange, because we recently got a book about Doctor Strange that I'm super happy about, just happy to get into. Something to note is that I didn't actually start working on my pages till 3 or 5 p.m., which shows you how kind of like lazy and busy I was throughout most of the day. I was trying to play with some shapes, with creating different figures, so I made this big boxy bulky figure, again in Hulk colors. Then I made this really kind of nice and curvy figure, which I think she is pretty cute. Again, the Hulk colors of purple and green. I don't know, there's just something about those colors that I really like together. Then I was like, I've been playing with this color too much, so I picked out a pink and a blue. I made this some sort of mirror room. I was watching some review for Grave Encounters. Another recipe page. This is most of the ingredients that I used for a sauce marinade for some steaks. I cut up the other half of the onion from the last recipe for the sauce that I would later use for the rice. These are some mannequins based off of Pixie Lock's 11 outfit haul, loosely based off of it. I don't know, I just made some mannequins. I accidentally clicked on the video and I figured, oh, let's just do an outfit study. And in this one it was orange and blue, and I kind of like that. Random poses of fictional people. Me just trying to play with shape and build up different body types, because that's just something I've recently kind of been exploring with. I think this was loosely based off of a creature from the recent Lord of the Ring game. I can't remember what it's called, but my husband's kind of been obsessed with it. And I've been really trying out that whole thing that I learned with the deer skeleton, and then changing the sizes of the rib cage to hip size, and then where's the skull, and just playing with those proportions to create different creatures. This is Frank. I don't know. It's just something I named him. He's a very tall, lanky character who looks like he has a broken neck and a stitched up face. He's a really nice guy, actually. You better hope that he never has his head right side up, though, because that's a bad thing. He likes flowers, though. Frank likes flowers. He's got a gentle side. Did some studies of some sparrows and some tulips. I mean, tulips are pretty easy in and of themselves. They're probably one of the easiest flowers that everyone knows how to draw at some point, or do a stylized version of, and at least I think the Lana J prompt was sparrow and tulip. I may have it wrong, I can't remember. But I did some sparrow studies, which they're a little rounder than some of the other birds I've drawn, and I was pretty pleased with this. We're mannequin people. Then I just decided to draw a kid. I think I was watching some Shining review. Yeah. Some more sparrows. They might be too light to see. I'm not sure. I did it in the light green color. Then I drew fruits of a different color. Like I drew bananas purple and oranges blue. And we had green apples that were light, so I went with this weird fuchsia purple pink color. I don't know, this is just a weird and funny page, or fun page. Not really funny. Bunch of ghosts. Ghosty ghosts. Guessing some ink seeped through the page. I don't know, they're loosely based off of Boo, but I just made a bunch of ghosts, so this page is teeming with ghosts. I don't know. That prompt word was kind of weird. I don't know how to feel about that prompt word. Aww, I got muddies. Oh well. And this is the last page. We have a speed draw, and the story isn't going to be an experience that I had. It's actually an experience that a friend's sister had that she told me about. And yeah, so I've got a video of that, and we'll go into a spooky story about the red-eyed thing. Alright, so as I said, this is a story that a friend's sister told to us, and this was prompted by us just sharing weird and freaky encounters that we've had in the past. And the older sister mentioned that this was during a visit to another family member's house. And that I think it was that she was visiting her aunt's house, and she mentioned that there were these long hallways with carpeted floors, and that one night she woke up in the middle of the night. It was either she had to go to the bathroom or that she was thirsty, and as one is wont to do when they need something in the middle of the night, she got up and she left the bedroom. And when she left the bedroom, she was walking down this dark hallway in the middle of the night, and she suddenly got this sense of foreboding, like there was something bad. And as she's looking down the hallway, she looks at the floor, and it it was very odd because it looked like something was bubbling from the carpet. Like something was bubbling up from the carpet and coming out of the floor. And it was just this dark mass. And it kept getting bigger, and it was almost as though some creature was just coming out from some tar-like water, but through the floor. And as she continued to watch, this thing just kept getting bigger and bigger until it just kind of took up the entire hallway. And the thing that she noticed the most was that it had these bright, glowing red eyes. And she felt terrified. She felt very, very intensely scared of this thing. Because it felt very... gosh darn it. It felt very malevolent. As though it had an intense desire to hurt her. And she knew that if she didn't get out of that hallway, it would hurt her. So she kept her eyes on it, because she also felt that if she took her eyes away from it, like, it would kind of just come at her. So she backed away, went back into the room, went back to bed, just hoping that this thing wouldn't just follow after her. And the next day, she mentioned that when she went into the hallway, when it was bright and morning, that when she went to the spot where she saw the thing come out, the carpet was discolored. And she was very upset by this. But since then, I don't think she'd been back to the aunt's house, and I haven't kept up with her on it, but I don't think she ever experienced this red-eyed thing ever again. That being said, it was still a pretty intense and rather frightening experience for her, and it was just very interesting to hear that story. Mind you, I was probably like 14 or 15 at the time when I heard the story. But yeah, this is kind of a short tale. Hopefully you guys are enjoying these spooky story times. If you are, you can either leave a little ghost emoji or some spooky Halloween emoji, or just leave a little boo in the comment section down below. If you'd like to share some of your own scary stories or want me to tell one of your scary stories, you can send me an email or put it down in the comment section right down below. And if you're enjoying this sketchy, spooky content, give this a thumbs up, share it with some of your friends, and maybe subscribe in Creative Crew. I'm trying to post videos on the daily, and if you want to follow me on my other social medias, I have an Instagram and a Pinterest. The Pinterest, though, is more of a resource hub for you ghosts and ghouls. But that being said, make sure to do what you do to make that artwork for you, and have a spooky Inktober. Bye.